How's it going, Scorpio? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. So it's time for November 2020 bonus tarot card readings. So when I do bonus readings, I just look at a really different kind of tarot card spread for you guys to help to, get to know yourself better and look at your path a little bit more deeply. So this is called a Life Influences Tarot spread, and I'll be using the Gilded Tarot to do this reading for you. So another thing about the bonus readings is that you can view them anytime. They're not date specific, it's not strictly for whatever month I posted them in. It's just, that's what I selected for that particular month. So you could go back through your Scorpio folder under, like on my channel and read or view any single one of those bonus reads, but whatever, I'm babbling. So this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course Scorpio cross watchers. I'm going to use the Fairy Tarot card deck in conjunction with the Gilded Tarot, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and that it resonates. So the first card we're going to pull is going to represent emotional influences in your life. And I was being guided to do a deck cut, but I'm also being compelled to do one more shuffle and then do that deck cut. So emotional influences. So you have the Knight of Cups here. So it's like being involved in a romantic relationship could be extremely important to you, and being kind of the apple of somebody's eye, like really being kind of exalted. And it might not necessarily be a romantic relationship, but just having somebody adore you, and this makes you feel better about yourself. And I think this is particularly true for everybody, but for you guys, it's almost an essential need to help you function. To have somebody come in. And this could be also, you could be really close friends with water signs, which is of course you guys, and then Cancer and Pisces. So you could be swimming with other fish, just to keep yourselves feeling really uplifted with that Knight of Cups. And I think that's a beautiful thing, like recognizing what you need in other people and keeping those people close to you. So we're going to look at mental influences here for you guys. If you guys are single, I really see a high potential for a partner coming in here, because this is a highly active card with the horse rearing back like that and the cup full of emotion being held high in the air. So mental influences for you guys. This is really interesting and very important. You guys could be spiritually guided. You might not necessarily be religious, but many of you could be. So this could have shaped your childhood, either the lack of religion. I'm seeing the abundance of religion, finding your own spiritual path right now. You guys could be really expanding the way you think about life, love, the universe, abundance, the laws of the universe. I really see an important guide coming in here for you guys. And this could also be this love interest for you guys that are single. Very interesting. You could meet your guru and then marry them. That's the dream. That's the dream. So it's funny that the Hierophant came in under mental influences, because the next card I'm about to pull is going to represent spiritual influences. And for this one, very, very strange that we've got the Four of Pentacles here. So your spiritual influences could actually be a result of past life economy or lack of economy. And some people, especially in certain ages throughout history, you can see where people are really fervently praying to a god or something like that. But yet handing over a certain amount of their budget. I like to be very careful when I talk about religion, because so many people get set on fire by it, literally. But there was probably some sort of point in your past lives where you were donating more than you could afford, and it left you a little bit broke, but it kind of shook your faith in the God that you believed in, because he wasn't providing for you, because you were providing to an establishment. And it could affect the way you are right now in your life, and looking for something a little bit outside of like a traditional house of worship, because you believe in a higher power but might not necessarily believe in an organized religion. Okay, so all that came through me. Like I said before, I find religion is a very touchy subject, and I don't like to get into it, so I'm just gonna leave that all there for you guys. But if you find yourself giving away too much money to other people, like if you're incredibly generous to other people to the point that you're almost leaving yourself short sometimes, this is something going on from a previous life. It's almost like there's a feeling of having to, what is with the spirit guides today? They're really looking at you intensely, Scorpio. They're saying it's almost like you have to buy or rent somebody's affection, because that was how like really tyrannical monarchies used to run their lives, or run the lives of their subjects. And again, churches in the past were very, if you know anything about it, historically. So we're going to look at physical influences here for you guys. You have the Seven of Cups, so it could be that you're darting around like an excited puppy sometimes, I see a lot of really bright spark in you, Scorpio. Sometimes it goes towards the wrong purpose, towards the wrong person. You can be easily beguiled when it comes to people, because they sort of resonate with sort of the masters of the universe from previous lifetimes. And this is where your expansion is coming in. And some of you could even be starting to research things like light workers and starseeds from other dimensions, and really, really expanding your consciousness. So your physical influences, you've got a lot of options with the Seven of Cups. And you could be fracturing yourself off a little bit too much. And again, the people-pleasing thing, I'm seeing that coming in for you guys. Very interesting. I think it can be hard for sometimes, Scorpio, to focus on yourself. And know that it's okay for you to do that, because I'm seeing like, for many of you, a brutal poverty in, medieval times, and then maybe not so medieval, just do some research on history and certain monarchs, and watch Braveheart. You know what I mean? People were just abused, and you could have been part of that. You could have been like a clan warrior or something like that, and just burned out of your property in Ireland. And like, I have Irish ancestry, so I mean, that definitely happened to us. But anyway, karmic debt owed for you, Scorpio. So we have the Ace of Summer, and I'm using the Fairy Tarot card deck to do this. So the Ace of Summer, she's quite fabulous. I might have to, let me turn this light on for you guys. So open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one. Yeah, we saw that already. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual something. I turned the light off. Epiphanies. So I'm seeing all of this. You guys might have really, with this Seven of Cups here, you could have had more than one love interest. I'm seeing like really, like what age was that? Where the castles and, people vying for other people's love and duels and stuff like that. I'm seeing you guys involved in that, and is in part of some sort of love triangle. And somebody, meeting with, you know, sort of a final end somehow. Very intriguing what I'm seeing here. So you have to be really careful when you have new love coming in, a new guru coming in, not to repeat this process of being caught in a love triangle. And, you know, you might even want to be very careful who you choose as a partner, or even sometimes your current partner right now. For those of you that are having suspicions, you might want to check those out. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I could see you guys really doing a dive off of the deep end here into an emotional triangle of tragedy. Very interesting. So your karmic debt owed is, I'm seeing a betrayal here. You know, where someone was chosen over the other, and somebody got cast out of the village and possibly stoned, and you know with stoned with actual rocks, not like Snoop Dogg. I'm seeing in some cases there's a guillotine. You know, it's very like the other Boleyn sister. You know, very intense here. So you guys could be very suspicious of partners and who you let into your life. You could really put people through the ringer, and anybody, you know, coming in close to you, you could really cut people off very quickly, you know, without any kind of rationale other than having an uncomfortable feeling. Hold on. So that's basically your karmic debt is, you know, never feeling 100% safe around people or most people. So let's see how the karmic lesson to learn for you guys here. We have the Justice card. That's fascinating. So, you know, justice does have to be served. Sorry. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So there's sometimes a need for you guys to get to the bottom of the source. And not just going on hunches, because your hunches could be going back to something really medieval, and it's just carried through your soul. You know, you might not remember it on an intellectual level, but your DNA remembers it, and it's always kind of on that high alert, as if you're about to go onto the battleground with Ragnar. You know what I mean? So having in-depth conversations and asking people, oh, did that hurt your feelings? And, you know, can we talk about my hurt feelings? And this is going to be very important because it's going to actually sever that karmic tie back to when things were not so, you know, eloquent, and people wouldn't really sit down and have heart-to-heart conversations. You know, they would just, on guard, you know, and start fighting right away, you know, and whoever won, and that was it. So I'm seeing that kind of, like I said before, a triangle of tragedy. So I'm going to look at a card for past life impact. You have the Prince of Spring. So this is charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless. You know, that's pretty cool, because I do see a lot of passion in your cards here, but it could be misguided. And this fairy is riding a rabbit. So I think that's really cool. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, and a passionate relationship. So this is definitely a product of your past life, right? Having the call for immediate action, you know, where it's sort of that hunter-gatherer mentality that if you didn't act right away, your life would be in danger. But we're not so much like that anymore, especially, you know, where I live anyway. You know, you can talk to people about things, and you guys could be really quick to act and snip relationships, or, you know, just back away and be judge and jury, and providing justice where there's no conversation, you know? So there's an opportunity for you guys to really get into your feelings here a little bit more. And if you are having suspicions about somebody, you know, you need to talk to them about it and why, and maybe like a Past life meditation could be really helpful for you guys, so you can resolve that. Like, really, you're not on a battlefield anymore. You're in 2020, and sometimes it can feel like a battlefield, but there's definitely more depth to be attained here for you guys. And you might have stronger and deeper relationships as a result of actually talking to people, instead of backing out right at the first sign of a red flag, because that red flag could be from 500 years ago, and it's just being replayed, and it's triggering this call to action from a battlefront. So pretty interesting reading here for you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up, so you guys take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.